Well, we welcome everybody out to this press conference. A very special announcement we're going to make today. Before we make that announcement, we will introduce you to the principals in today's press conference. Sarah Fisher, owner of Sarah Fisher Racing. Angie Hicks, founder of Angie's List. And Eyes on IndyCar Series driver Thomas Schechter. And what a special day. And first and foremost, Sarah, congratulations on the birth of your first child, Zoe. Excited? Getting any sleep?
I am. I'm very excited. She finally slept at the 2-hour interval last night, so I feel like I got a world of sleep at a time, but she's been great so far, and it was a really wonderful experience. So we're looking forward to taking her to Kentucky for her first event. Already
going to her first race. That's awesome. So be what, 3 weeks? She'll be 3 weeks old?
Exactly.
All right.
Break them in early, right?
That's a record right there. Very special day today, and of course with Angie Hicks here of Angie's List. Tell us a little bit about what's about to transpire.
Well, Angie and Angie's List has been a partner with Sarah Fisher Racing for 4 years, ever since we started and sort of believed in the same values that we did as this small, hardworking family business, and they really agree with the culture that we have, especially with all of their partners and the businesses as a part of Angie's List. So it really worked well together. And then moving into this season, they were looking for some ideas to sort of get their brand out there a little bit in a more predominant fashion, and what better way than to top off the season to have a completely green Angie's List special car to run at the Vegas IndyCar World Championship finale. Certainly at Sarah Fisher Racing, our program has been completely 100% the oval championship. We certainly proved that with the 67 car and Ed Carpenter at the Indy 500 this year. And we're really excited to top off the season with a really good run with both Thomas and Ed, leading into a season of changing equipment and all the excitement that goes along with that.
A very exciting time for Sarah Fisher Racing. A little bit about 2 cars now. You guys have ran the entire season with just the 1 car. Obviously, you've run 2 in years past, but you excited, or is the team excited to actually run 2 cars in this finale in the World Championships?
I am, and I used to race a lot with Thomas when I was in the car years ago, and I know that he has a huge desire to do extremely well and has a real knack at the oval races. I think he won Michigan. The Michigan race that I led, so I think he's a great talent, and certainly will be a tremendous train driver. He's been a great teammate to Ed Carpenter, and so I think he brings a lot from that aspect. So we look for some really great things there at Vegas.
We have Angie Hicks joining us, founder of Angie's List, and a little bit about 2008 was the first time that you made this bond with Sarah Fisher Racing and with Sarah Fisher. Deciding to go full-time on this car for the World Championship. How much thought went into this process? Was it something that you've been striving to do, to be a primary sponsor on one of these Eyes on IndyCar Series machines?
Yeah, I mean, at Angie's List, we're big racing fans and have really enjoyed the partnership we've had with Sarah Fisher Racing. And we're looking for an event that we could put together, not only a racing opportunity, but also an event for some of our customers. So we're actually making this a dual project and are excited about being the primary sponsor of the car and being able to end the season this way.
When you have these sponsors and customers coming in at a world-class event like the World Championships in Las Vegas, obviously a time to familiarize them with your company and to allow you to grow a little bit, but a great venue as well, and with Sarah Fisher Racing and being in Las Vegas, a perfect match.
Absolutely, and and a lot of people don't realize, we're national, so it's an opportunity to actually meet some of these customers face to face that we've only talked to on the phone prior to that.
Now, have you talked to Thomas Schechter prior, and are you aware of his talent and his skill?
Oh, we checked him out.
Good.
Don't worry, don't worry.
And so you've kept your eye on this young man for a while before you allowed them to pull the trigger. You know a little bit about him. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's very, very good. But an exciting time for you guys. Any thoughts? And I know we're jumping a little bit ahead of the game, but a long-term picture potentially, depending on how the weekend goes.
Yeah, it's just been, a relationship. We've really enjoyed cultivating it, and, we're really looking forward to what next year brings as far as sponsorship opportunities as well.
And now the driver of this Angie's List machine for Sarah Fisher Racing, Thomas Schechter. Saw you a little bit earlier this year, a fantastic run in New Hampshire. You were passing cars like crazy, a fantastic run, and to be able to run this final event of the season, talks of 35 cars in this final event of 2011. Got to be exciting for you and with this team and an opportunity to work with Sarah Fisher.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, got a call from Sarah a while back speaking to me about this opportunity, and got actually offered another deal to do a couple more races. But you know, if you see the way these cars have been running, especially at Indy and a lot of these ovals, it was hard to pass it up. So they said Angie's List were going to be on board. I asked if the car was going to be pink or not. And I still would drive it if it's pink, because that's how quick these things are. But I mean, Sarah's done a great job with the team, and you know, very proud to be a part of the crew. Worked with Ed for a while, but you know, definitely I think we have a good chance in Vegas.
A lot of drivers have said, and I remember when Graham Rahal drove for Sarah Fisher Racing, he commented how high class of an operation this was, and how great of an organization it was. Coming into a team like this, and you've driven for various teams, do you feel a little difference when you come in, and does that help with you gelling with the team and to have it, I guess, more of a family kind of atmosphere?
I mean, it absolutely does. I mean, a lot of teams you go to and you speak to and you see, you know, a lot of different cars outside and the owners. I think Sarah and Andy are one performance. They want to win races, and they spend the money in the right places. They've got a good group of people here together, and it's you know, a family organization, and it's about winning races, I think, to them. So, you know, that's a position as a driver. You want to be a part of a team like that.
Well, best of luck to all of you. We thank you so much for your time today. Looking forward to seeing you October 16th in the ISN IndyCar Series World Championships. We will open the floor to questions after our press conference is over. We thank you for your time today. Best of luck to all of you coming up October 16th.